Welcome to RBR Closet and to my review of the CSL Elite load cell pedals. You will have to excuse me a bit here, it's a bit tight of a room down here and really hot out today, so if I sound a bit restrained on my voice, that's why. But yeah, let's go on with this review here. I started off by having this removed here. Those pedals comes in two ways. You can either buy them as just throttle and brake, and then you have this one, and the clutch will then serve as a brake pedal with something like this. It's a foam brake mod to get this progression of a brake pedal. Those brake mods can actually work pretty well, and a load cell isn't really needed. If you just get the progression and build up in resistance, that's really all you need to be able to brake and be consistent. The thing is that you should feel how much you should press on the brakes instead of how far the brake pedal travel. So yeah, as this setup here, I have the load cell as well here, the brake pedal, and those come unassembled, so you have to assemble it to this plate here with those screws. And one of the first positive things about those pedals is that they are adjustable. As you see here, I have my brake pedal closer to my throttle. I mostly race in old cars, so I use heel and toe, and that way I want to have my brakes a little closer to the throttle there. Otherwise, if you mostly drive Formula cars or GT cars that don't acquire a clutch or heel and towing as much, you can move it all the way up close to the clutch here to get a better position in your foot stance. And then you just pop this on here. Like that. One thing to take a note when you put this together is that so you don't pinch the cables underneath, so that they are aligned in the right position. Otherwise you will cut those wires straight off. Yeah. One other thing is, when if you buy those in the throttle and only one brake or throttle brake configuration, you get this box, and when you buy the load cell pedal you have to replace this one. So this is so this is the wheelbase connection here, gas and brake, and then nothing here. So if you buy this one without the load cell pedal, you don't actually get a USB connection. You will have to connect this to a Fanatec wheelbase. You might be able to buy a USB converter to it, but yeah, that comes in the load cell pedal unit. With that you get the USB adapter to it. So that's good in the load cell pedal, but a bit of a con if you just buy the clutch and throttle and don't buy the load cell. What else? Build quality is extremely good. It's all metal. It's a really sturdy construction to it. Everything is just yeah, it's really sturdy and good quality. Feels really really good and feels a lot more real, have more real feel to them than some other brands like Logitech and the T3PA pedals from Thrustmaster. That also feels more of a toy or more plastic. The faces themselves here, you get one con with them is that they aren't actually adjustable. You can't angle them or anything. I think they are in a very good position, but there's always good when you can make adjustments to things. So but what you do get is some options. I have them this way without anything on them. I like them smooth like they are there, but you also get those more sandpapery you can put on. You just, I guess there are some self gluey thing here, so you just put them on like that. Or you also get those rubber faces that you put on. Maybe good if you use shoes or so, if you think you are sliding around too much on them. And that's really good that they send that with them. Let's see. One other thing is that the load cell is adjustable. You get those elastomers, like those. They can be changed in 18, 40 and 90 kilos. And you adjust the pressure you want to use in the software. How much force will be needed to fully brake your car in game. But the clutch and throttle, especially the throttle, I think is a bit weak. It could have been a bit stronger in the springs, I think. And the con with this is that you can't change this. It's set to what it is. So that's a bit of a shame that they didn't add some kind of adjustability to change springs or the tension in the throttle and clutch. That would have been good. You can actually put this brake mod on the clutch to get a bit of a more resistance to it, but I didn't really like the feel of that. It felt too much like a brake, so I didn't like that. So I use it as it is. But yeah, a bit of a shame that they didn't make the tension of them adjustable. One other thing is that the load cell pedal, there is, you can hear it and see there, it is a bit of a play in that pedal. Nothing in the others, they are really sturdy and stuck there, but there is a bit of a play, and I guess that has to do with, I will move this. When you change the elastomers here, you just pop this off like that. So it's really easy to change those, but because of this is only a rod in here, it's it don't get stability from the springs that the other pedals get. So I guess that's where the play comes from. And there you can see the elastomers sitting there. So yeah, really easy to change out. One thing to note as well. Okay, sorry about that. The batteries on the camera died here. But yeah, you can see the elastomers, and there also is a foam one right there. So you see the first play is on the foam, so it's not that hard in resistance to begin with. And I think I actually like this a little bit of play here, because it feels pretty similar to my own car, that have a little bit of play before the brakes actually go in, and I think it's good for let's say trail braking and such. So but you can, if you want, or if you don't like this, you can change this to one of the other elastomers. So that's really good. And it can be changed up to 90 kilos. One thing to note is that those elastomers, if you they can be changed up however you like. When you can mix them, have some on 18 kilos, 140, and some 90, and then you adjust it in the software. But if you use some 18 kilos on here, you shouldn't go past that in the software, because then when you are braking and you're braking hard, if you are braking hard, you will or you can break the weaker elastomers on them there. So that's one thing to take in note. Let's see, what can I say more? Yeah, I can also say that when I first got those, I actually mounted those inverted. I will try to edit in a photo so you can see here. I built a wooden box that I fitted in the side of here, and you just, when you get them, they are unassembled, so it was really easy. I just mounted them or screwed the pedals directly to my wooden box. So yeah, it was really easy to install inverted. The issue I had was that the pedal levers are pretty long on those. So and this is a tight space, so they were a bit, they went down a bit too much. So sometimes I was braking further down, and sometimes further up, due to if I used my right or left foot. So it became hard to be consistent, due to that the length of those makes it a big difference if you brake down here or up here, or reversed when they was inverted. But yeah, so I actually changed those back. I like the feel of it, but I had issues being consistent on the brakes, so I just switched it back to normal. But that's an option, and as I said, really easy to do this. But yeah, I think I've covered all of my pros and cons here. I really like those pedals. I can really recommend those pedals. I think they are really great. Really good construction, really sturdy, good adjustability to them, and looks nice, feels nice. Yeah, some cons with the pedal faces not being adjustable. The tension on those, I would like to see that. I would like to see that added if they do an upgraded version. The little play in the brake pedal, you don't really notice it when you are driving. It's more if you notch them, or you, not when you really go on brake, but if you notch them you can feel that little play. So that might be disturbing for some people, but I don't really notice it when using them. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about them. Really good pedals. Yeah. So that was it for now. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, or make a comment if you have something to comment about. But take care, and see you soon. Bye bye.